It's a good looking day. Low tide's in about 2.5 hours, and our island showing up right there is on the early side, so we might get a decent low tide. And it's hot. It's funny how many tools I find lying in this wash here. I don't generally videotape them all, but I do like to get them out of here. Look at this thing. I mean, you can see there's a little brass nail sticking out there. And keep an eye on the wash. Just got a nice heavy collection of targets all underneath this rock. One big, huge, let me see if I can show you how fast. Big piece of copper bolt. Where do you see this thing? All right, get it out quickly. Look at this thing. But towards the end, right in that bucket, look at this. An awesome little buckle. Definitely has some age to it. These tend to look like an old swimsuit buckle. Funny how this one fastened. But that's a great little find right there. This area I frequent because it just kicks up so much cool stuff. You can see the bottle tops over there. And look at this pottery piece I just lifted up. The Phoenix. How cool is that? And right next to that Phoenix, I just picked up this bottle top to see what it looked like. And look what it has inside of it. It's busted up on the top, but that is a glass bottle stopper in there. First time I found one in the lip of a bottle. How cool is that? So when you're up high in a really good spot like this, you just don't see what's sneaking through this top layer of sand. So you got to get down low. Watch what starts to come into shape. It's an old milk, cool little piece of pottery. Look at this cork top out of nowhere. That's old. That looks like some of that old jam jar. I wish that thing was old. They find that a lot in England. Couple pieces. That looks like a piece of glass starting to turn purple. It's another piece of pottery. But once you get to a hands and knees position, look at that awesome piece. Oh, Scotch whiskey. Nothing's whole right now, but this is definitely where you start to find things that are whole amongst all the junk. Look at that little piece right there. Another piece of pottery. Let's see what we got here. Look at that tiny little lip. I'm gonna keep that one. Why? I don't know. I don't need to know. Let's see what this has. Nothing. I don't know why I tap everything either. It just solidifies something. Let's see over here, another piece of pottery. See anything else? There's a lot in here. Here's those battery core pieces. Always very popular in the bottle dumps. How cool is that little guy? All right, if I happen to come across something really cool, I'll put you back on. A piece of pottery. More lips. Milk. Cobalt blue. There's got to be a marble popping out here at some point. This is where they hide. And they hide well. Look at those collection of lips right there. All right, I'm gonna gaze down a little further, or maybe even go out a little bit. Okay, what did I just say? We were looking there. I moved about 8 feet, stayed low. Can you see it? This one sticks out like a sore thumb. No, not this cool top. The yellow and red, right there. There should be thousands of these right here. But there usually is only one. Hi, pretty girl. You're coming home, and you are a magnificent piece. Maybe you too. So many bottle tops today. I'm just screaming out for, that might be a bottle there too, an actual bottle. And I just scooped this back end up, but it does look intact. Oh, it's an old Listerine. Lambert Pharmaceutical Company, Listerine, and it is a cork top. Fantastic. That's got some age to it. There you go. All right. Any coins in there? No, too small. Just a little bit of everything today. We'll get the hooks out of here. It's pretty fresh. All right, we're about to get hit by a pretty big nor'easter, but low tide is good for me. Usually the water gets thrown in and I don't get much of a low tide. But the second part of the tide is that there's a heavy wash here. If you remember last week, all my footage of the creek, you can see all the algae growing. That's because the water wasn't moving enough, so the algae had a chance to grow. It washed all that algae out, so I can see all the bottom lying glass, and that's a nice pontal, that deep one. So I can spend some time looking through the creek now. That stuff's sitting right underneath. Just popped up a nice little perfume right here. I've got a bunch of these. I guess they're pretty common, but I can never turn away a nice tiny bottle. And it has kind of a, it might be a copper lid. I like it. a nice milk glass. It's so hard for me to leave these behind. I wish there was some embossing on it. This one's a little different. Maybe I'll take it. I don't know. Would you keep this? I love the color. It's intact. I like the crackling. But I need the other side if I'm going to complete the toilet paper roll. I just love the spidering effect this crackled glaze presents as the pottery pieces and all this starts to age. It's another great little wash area. I'm going to pull that little tiny liquor bottle because I haven't found one of those in a while. So I'm thinking of bringing that home, but I think I found a nice little old cork. And I don't know why I'm taking that because when those things dry out, they're pretty much a mess. I'm looking for some stuff in this wash. The little blue willow shard. Besides this guy, old cork bottle, the tiny liquor bottle. I like these. Still has the cork in it. Put that in my little pocket. But look at this nice wash. That would have been something cool. I like the bottom of that. Now I'm looking through this the first time right now. The scream if you say, oh, look at what we have right there. Just as I'm speaking, can you see it? Ah, there's a fork. Silver plated, or brass plated, or copper plated, whatever's coming out red. But that just got washed out of there. All right, let me dig a little deeper. I was scraping deep in that hole and this nice little bottle came out. It's a screw top, but it has some pretty cool embossing on it. I think it's KREML on both sides. So I'll wash that up and bring it home. Didn't know what I had till I got this bad boy home. Had a really nice big nor'easter last night. So I'm curious today on what kind of wash we had. Mostly it came in high tide. Some wash over there. But sometimes that can dump a lot of sand. And the tide's going out. And the wind is west, so it's blowing east. It should really be pushing this water out further. Not quite where I want to see it yet. I just think that might be a little whale, but it could be wrong. Well, I can't get any real markings on this coin. It's definitely the size of a penny. Maybe I can clean it up when I get it home, but it is thick. So I am possibly thinking Indian head penny, maybe a fatty. But I got nothing. It's looking awfully silver to me. Oh, it's a Washington. And yes, look at you. It's a 40 something. I'm gonna guarantee you that's a war nickel and in pretty decent shape. That's silver. Well, A great looking spot like this doesn't always mean there's something there. This is definitely what you want to see. This kind of erosion. Look at all that dirt underneath the old street. Nothing. There's a really slim chance that this thing is fully intact. It's a nice, I'm going to say 50s or 60s Coke bottle. And it's intact. New York. Alright. It was worth stopping by here. My second spot of the day, because got this nice old Coca-Cola. Compliments of the nor'easter. I don't know what the date is. It's nice thick glass. There's my numbers. Looks like 58. Now there's a controversial argument on which number is the actual date. The first set of numbers or the second. Well, can't argue this one because they're both 58. Excellent. There's all this sand taken in. That's where the wind is. I don't know how I missed this one coming out. Look at you. Hi, buddy. Fresh. Stripers. Here's a tough one for me not to take. I love the shape of this bottle. It's tiny. It's got some great designs on it. Kind of Art Nouveau-ish. I gotta take it with me. Well, it's as if the sun came out to shine right upon this. What are you? Are you a nickel? I'm not gonna be able to tell. But it's a coin. Looks like there's some copper in there. I can't really tell. Rats. But interesting. Oh, that might dry out a little bit. I might be able to figure that one out. It's nickel size. Alright, this one I really can't believe. So the coin was sitting right here in the sun. Now, 2 days ago I was watching some of the mudlarkers from England, and they find worn out dice. I said to myself, that'd be really cool to find. I'm not sure what's sitting right about there, but it's red and it looks like a cube. I'm gonna move in on this bad boy. It can't be a die. It's a cube. It might be broken. Could just be a red cube. Okay, it's not a die. Sure looked exactly like the one that I saw. That is kind of really cool. I'm not sure. All right, it's got a hole through the center. So, some kind of jewelry bead maybe. Look at you. That's what made it look like a die. That's at number 1 there. How cool is that? That's a winner. What's up, Red? This is the sky right now. All right. Very interesting. Here's another. Huh, I have a friend. Here's another great wash section over here. All right, enough. That maybe something's popping out of. There's an awful lot to look at. It's a nice little brown amber bottle. Twist off. Look at all the glass showing itself up. Broken pottery pieces. Very cool section. Sometimes it really doesn't matter if something's broken. I think I just saw on this green piece of broken up pottery what's going to become an addition to my backyard pond. Looks pretty shabby right now, it's all busted up. But what is on the other side of this guy? Oh, hello, buddy. Oh, look at you. What a marvelous little piece. Hi. Oh, you're gonna be fun to take a picture of. I know just the spot too. Look at you. All right. Let's get you perched on your little throne. Watch me for a second. Oh, look at you. There you go. All right, buddy. When you can see this change in sand, the regular sand is, and you're deep enough to see that clay starting to show up, you have to dig that area because you're low enough to get into some really old sand. And although I haven't pulled anything out in the last about hour, you can see where all my digs are. Now they are covered up. You can just tell where the sand has been moved. I did finally pull out a wonderful site, and that's that black color, blackish gray of an old silver coin. I don't know what it is yet. I don't like to rub these too much, but there's definitely silver under there. So I'm gonna rinse it out in the water real fast and see what this is. I'm not thinking of myrrh because I think this area is even a little bit older than that. So that puts us at a barber dime or maybe even a seeded. Let's see what we got. Or an unidentifiable coin. Well, that is strange. The coin is thick, but I can't really make it out. All right, I'll give it more of a shot when I get it home. funny how this signal was hidden right on this rock. I looked for it for about 3 minutes and I kept getting a good signal. It was stuck right on this rock. I'm not sure what it is, but sure does look interesting. I don't know what it is. Some kind of gear part. Little handle on it. Huh. It's old though. Came out of that old section. A quick shout out to my friend Ad Dolfer from the Netherlands, who has a YouTube channel, The Mudbagger. He sent me this bottle all the way from the Netherlands because it had my name on it. Thanks, Ad. Check out his channel. I'll leave a link in the description of this video.